Good afternoon, namaste, welcome to yoga. Time to let go of the day you've had. Time to give yourself 1 hour of self-love and self-care. Much needed. So we're going to start off this session inspired by nature and feeling very much balancing your energies. And we're going to do a breathing practice to begin with, to balance you. So it's Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Sit really well, ground your sitting bones, take a bit of a lift by pushing down, roll your shoulders. You might even want to sit on a bit of height. And I always sit on a yoga brick because it's slightly sharp and that makes you lift up your chest. Then I've got more space. So Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. You use one hand to close your nostrils. Your 2 fingers, the forefinger, the middle finger, go in the eyebrow centre. This other hand could be in Chin Mudra, fingertip and thumb joining, or maybe just rest it. You close your right nostril with your thumb. You inhale up the left nostril. You close the left nostril with the finger and you breathe out of your right nostril. Breathe up your right nostril. Close it with your thumb. Breathe out of the left nostril. Breathe up the left nostril. Close it with your finger. Breathe down the right nostril. So you are going to breathe these breaths in your own time. Of course, if you don't like it, if it's causing you any problems, just go to your normal breathing pattern. So every inhalation is at one nostril, all the way to the eyebrow centre. Then close that nostril off. Breathe down the other nostril. Breathe up the nostril you've just breathed out of. Close it. And then breathe down that. So you are making upside down V shapes. Breathing in, breathing out. Now see if you can extend your exhalation to say 8 counts. You might breathe in for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Close that nostril. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Close that nostril. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If it's too much, can't manage it, just return to the ratio of in-breath and out-breath you were doing before. So this is balancing you. It's also very calming because of the very long exhalations. If you become tired, if this arm gets tired, don't droop over. Take your other arm and support it so that your chest remains really upright at all times. Next time you exhale down the left nostril, that's your last one. Take your hands down. Gently keep your eyes closed or your gaze lowered and observe, how does this feel? Did it have any effects? So feel anything, any effects. Taking your attention very, very closely to the whole of your body, particularly your inhalations and exhalations. Now gently open your eyes And we're going to begin to warm up the body. So if you've been sitting cross-legged, take away any support and change the cross of your legs. We're going to gently warm up the body by just tilting to one side, in tune with your ordinary breath. So slide one arm up your side, lateral side raises. Breathe in and out, quite nicely, gently. Your hips are down, your shoulders are back, don't let them go forwards. Just breathe. Just feel. And now take the arm fully over. Stretch out. Move back a bit. Stretch out. Inhale and exhale. Stretching. Really feel that nice, big, wonderful opening in the side of your body. Enjoy the feeling. Opening up the side ribs, your chest, armpits. Great. And now you're going to release your legs, but bend one of them again. And you're going to put your forearm that's nearest to the bent leg on the ground. And you're going to grab hold of this other foot and just stretch that leg out. Gently does it. Some good breaths here. This is the heron pose. Deep breaths, 5 deep breaths. If you can, see if you can really stretch into the back of the knee. Don't strain. While you take your deep breaths, let go of that leg and swivel round to the other side. So now this leg becomes bent. And you're resting on this forearm. Grab hold of this foot, lifting it right up into the sky. And perhaps you're going to lasso it, of course, with a towel or a yoga belt or something, or maybe even hold lower down. That's fine. Deep breaths here in heron pose. Inhale, exhale. Nice deep breaths. Feel that wonderful stretch. Waking your legs up. Let go. Now we'll repeat to the first side, but it will be stronger because I'd like you to be on the palm of the hand. Unless it really causes wrist problems, in which case continue to be on the forearm. But we can make it stronger by going on the palm of the hand. So maybe you would like to do the yogic hold where you put 2 fingers around the big toe and extend that leg up. Or perhaps not. Whatever's comfy for you. So sit up tall and pull. Use your arm to pull that leg in. Pulling it in. Deep breath here in heron pose. I'm trying to work out how it looks like a heron. Anyway, if you can work that one out for me, please let me know. Let's go on to the palm of that hand. Sometimes in yoga the poses really are very, very like that animal, and this one's lost on me. It's like the eagle's beak. So lifting that other leg up. Breathe in and enjoy your stretch. Inhale, exhale. Keep your chest wide. Great, let go of that leg. And you're just in the right position to come over onto all fours. Remembering if your knees are in any way dodgy, please get a cushion from your house and be on that cushion. Or if you really can't put your weight on your knees, then just don't. You must stay and do all the cat and cow from the base of the sitting bones. Definitely don't damage yourself. Keep yourself safe in the practice. Same goes for your wrists. If your wrists are weak, achy,
just been doing too much gardening, then be on the forearms, not up on the wrists. Make this work for you. Yoga is a tool so that you can access inside yourself. It isn't, the poses aren't the be all and end all. I don't believe they're meant to look exactly like that picture there in that yoga book or whatever, because we're all different. Let's do cat and cow. End of my sermon for the day, promise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel what it's like and enjoy it. Take your arms further out and do any of those movements. I always say do anything that feels great. So you might be making a figure of 8 with your hip bones on the ground, rocking and rolling round and round and round, releasing your hips, releasing the lower spine. And any of these, where you're going around a corner with your pelvis, which areas of the pelvis are difficult to access? Which areas does your body just move into with ease? It's just interesting to find out. Then forwards and backwards. So Virasana, hero worship, where you're really stretched out, your arms are really active, you are descending your sitting bones down to meet your heels. You saw that, I'm even holding onto my mat so that I can push the back further down. So I'm breathing out here, and then I'm scrubbing the heels of the hands along the ground. This is all very Iyengar style. This is Iyengar influence, this bit. Fingertips are wide. I'm opening the arms, the armpits, trying to rotate the eye of the inside of the elbow up to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. And so it's an evolving pose. So you're not just flopped in Virasana, you're actually wriggling into it, stretching forward, stretching back, and feeling the energy waking up in your spine. Now look forwards, and you're going to dip your chest down, and we're going to go along. This is Shashank Bhujangasana up to a cobra. Weak wrists or arthritic wrists or anything, be in a sphinx. Deep breaths here. A sphinx is wonderful. It's really nice. I've done my wrists in the garden this week. And then we're going to peel back up, moving like water, all the way back to Virasana. Would you like to move energetically, flowing like a wave across the ground, across your yoga mat? Inhale, exhale, swoop up, fold back. So try to be exactly like a wave rolling on a beautiful sandy beach. Fluid movements, and make your breath work with the body and the body work with the breath. You can do it in reverse, peeling over like that. You can tuck your toes under and lift up off your knees if you feel energetic, if you want to. So you can start crouch down and go over like a wave and then come back. But this is strong on the wrists and it's quite strong on the back. And if you're tired, you can just do some gentle ones. In fact, this is called a swooping cat when it's gentle like this. Have a mini rest. Open your thighs, close the tiptoes together, make a V shape for your body, and just fold down into pose of the child. Your shoulders rotate forwards. If this is too closed in for you, be up here, resting your head in your hands. Or take that mudra. It's like half a sphinx. It's great. Really, really still. It makes you feel really still. Deep breaths in your resting position. Maybe close your eyes if you're happy to. You can come down to these resting positions at any stage during this practice. Please, please be guided by how your body feels tonight. Don't feel that you've got to soldier on if you're tired. Honour your body in the practice and take a rest when you need. Now peel up, and you're going to peel forwards again. You're going to tuck your toes under, and we are coming up into down dog. So pedal the legs. You can go up on your tiptoes and down if you prefer, so that you're warming up your toes, you're warming up the ankles, the calves, you're stretching and finding out how it is. And once more, this can be done from the forearms with your hands spread out. And in this case, you really feel actually it's stronger on your shoulders. I've really grown to love this one. I think I prefer it to ordinary down dog because it activates more. It seems to activate the abdomen more somehow for me. So come to a stillness. Mountain. This is also called mountain. So feel that mountain strength. You are grounded by the soles of the feet, the palms of the hand. Your sitting bones lift higher and higher and higher and higher. Breathe in, breathe out. 5 deep breaths here. When you've got the right spot, just that right spot, your abdomen will naturally go back against your spine. It does it all on its own. A bit like when you see greyhounds and whippets. Well, your body will do that on its own quite naturally in this position when you've got the angle just right. Inhale and exhale. And that's actually really good for you because you're massaging your inner organs. And when we get really advanced, you could even start it soon, there are some really incredible internal organ massages that you can do in this position, only by breathing. Now inhale, exhale, look between your 2 hands, bend your knees, and you're either going to walk or likely spring in between those 2 hands and lift the sitting bones up. Inhale, exhale. Right, I apologise. I hope that didn't sound patronising. I could teach you those internal things, but we need more time. So, fold your arms over and hold your head in between, and you've framed your face like it's a window frame. Ragdoll, let go. Inhale, exhale. You can walk your hands all the way around and maybe go to the other side as well. And these forward folds are cooling, calming. Nod for yes and no. Then bend your knees. Let's roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. And stand in that fantastic mountain pose, Tadasana. And feel that your feet are thoroughly grounded, shoulders are long, heavy, descending down, your arms are nice and strong. Feel mountain strength. Breathe in and breathe out. I've brought along one of my pictures, which you probably have seen before, because I'm always showing it off to you. And this is the Manipura chakra. So this is how in yoga they visualize this particular energy center. It's in your solar plexus. Solar, it's got the word sun in it, solar. And this one, it's right here, it's in the core of your body. So when you do any of these exercises, yoga, Pilates, anything at the gym, always trying to strengthen that core. Your Manipura chakra, it means the city of 1,000 jewels. So as you're standing here, you are standing in your own strength. And when we fire up this area of your body by doing really strong abdominal exercises, and there's millions of them, it doesn't even have to just be yoga. When you use your willpower,
When you assert yourself, when you have confidence, you are firing up this area. The colours are the colours of fire. And it's thought to be this amazing yellow and red lotus with 12 red petals. And these are the first letters of the vrittis, which are things that hold us back from standing in our own integrity. So stand up tall and proud, really, really strong, and don't let these impediments get in the way. They are things like self-doubt, worry, negative stuff. So we'll eradicate it all by doing some sun breaths and then some sun salutations. As it gets towards the summer solstice, we're going to really, really feel this sun power within our bodies. It changes your whole life. It's like opening the window into your soul and letting the sunshine stream in. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, take your hands to your heart centre. Inhale, and you're going to circle your arms right up, taking a back bend if you can, if it's comfy, and you're full of air. As you exhale, you're going to extend your arms all the way around and fold down. Really exhale. Inhale, peel your head up. You can use your hands as struts and you make your back into a dish shape, rotating the shoulders back, opening your heart centre. Exhale, fold over. Empty of air now. Inhale and circle your arms up, taking your back bend if it's comfy. Exhale, hands to your heart centre. So even though you're probably inside the house, inhale, exhale, fold forwards, you are still receiving solar energy. It just penetrates all the way through everything. You invite the sun into your body and it transforms you. It heals you. It brings you life, vitality and strength. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart centre. So already I bet you're feeling a bit warmer. Inhale, take a huge inhalation and you're drawing solar power into your body, and then you're going to open your arms and do this kind of swan dive thing all the way down. Head is the last to join your shins or aim in that direction. Then when you're empty of air, you inhale and your back becomes like, I always think of a radio telescope like Jodrell Bank that we see from Oldham's skyline, don't we? And it's collecting information from the stars. Exhale, fold over your two legs. Inhale, open your arms up overhead. You're drinking in all of this energy from the cosmos. Exhale and stand nice and tall. Breathe in, breathe out. And just notice how it feels. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to do a couple of sun salutations. So stand at the front of your mat. And those sun breaths were from Surya Namaskar A. Well, we're going to do Surya Namaskar C now. So it's a different, there are so many different sun salutations. And this one I think is more stage by stage. It's a bit kinder. So inhale, exhale, hands to your heart centre. This time you're going to lift your two hands up above, join your hands and fold forwards. Exhale down. Inhale, look up, bend your two knees and raise your right leg all the way back and touch the floor. You're in a runner's lunge. Exhale, let that foot go down to the floor. inhale, come back, take your 2 hands overhead. You can do a back bend if you want, but you don't have to. Exhale, frame this front foot. Tuck the back toe under, go back to your runner's lunge, and you're going to swish this front leg all the way back and make it join the other leg. And we're in down dog. Inhale, exhale. Now peel over your 2 hands and we're in a plank. If this is too strong, you can always drop down to a forearm plank. Inhale, exhale. Easiest one is knees, nose and chin. And that's actually called the Ashtanga pose. And then you slide through into Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift your chest up to the sky. The sun is shining down through your chest. Inhale, exhale. Now peel back, going through your hips, and you're going to slide down into Virasana. Exhale, inhale, exhale. You're letting go, you're stretching. Deep breaths in this position. And then energize your 2 hands and you're going to peel yourself nose, chest and chin all the way through. Come back to Bhujangasana. Tuck your toes under. Can you peel back up into down dog? Inhale, exhale. Pick up the first leg that you did. Mine was my right. Pick it up behind, and you're in a 3-legged dog. And step that leg through. You can help it with your hand. Between your 2 hands, look forwards like you're going to run a race. Then press your weight into your 2 hands and your foot and pivot forwards. It's fun if you like to do a kind of standing split and then join the 2 legs together. You're in Uttanasana, the forwards fold. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you'll bend the knees, maybe not. Roll all the way up. Arms come out again, circle them round. Hands are above your head. Take your hands to your heart centre. And that's 1/2 of a sun salutation. So let's do it on the other side. So stand at, well, you don't need to turn around actually, just remember to use the other leg. So inhale, exhale, hands to your heart centre. Then you're going to inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, and we're coming down to Uttanasana. Inhale, peel your head up, breathe in, and as you exhale, lift the other leg all the way behind you, the one that you haven't done yet. And it's like a standing split. Well, mine isn't really a split, it's a leg raise, but we're aiming that way. Tip that back foot down in a runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale, allow the knee to touch the ground. Make it flat. And then can you scoop your 2 arms up and lift into the sky, opening your chest. Perhaps you'd like to join your hands, but you don't have to. You can take a back bend here into Anjaneyasana, the crescent moon, but you don't have to. You could just be upright. Then frame the front foot. Press very, very firmly now onto your 2 hands and this foot. Tuck the toes under at the back and you're going to swish that leg behind, 3-legged dog, and then bring it next to the other foot. Down dog. 5 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you're on your forearms instead. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Peel over into a plank. And then you're going to hinge
At the elbows for chaturanga. Nose, chest, chin on the floor. Then push back for cobra. Deep breaths again. Too strong on your wrists, be in the sphinx. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Tuck your toes under. Push back into Virasana. Take deep breaths here, stretching fingers, anchoring the sitting bones down to your heels. Breathe in, breathe out, let go. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, press your two hands into the ground and look between them. And nose, chest, chin through the ground. Swoosh through, sweeping Bhujangasana. Tuck your toes under. Can you lift up into down dog? If not, then go up in stages. And breathe in, breathe out. Taking the second leg up behind and bring it through in between your two hands. You can always help it with your hand. Back in a runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale. Push all your energy into your hands and this front foot and pivot forwards. Can you lift up? Well, you're going to join your 2 feet, but it's a nice fancy addition if you can do it standing splits. Just makes you feel all stretchy and it's nice, it's fun. Uttanasana. Maybe hold behind the legs, open your elbows and pull your abdomen down against your thighs. If that's really strong, bend. Place your abdomen on your thighs and then ease the sitting bones up to the sky. Heavy as the last to come down. And we're going to reach forwards. If you've got a bad back, bend your knees. Reach forwards with the bent knees if you like. Or power yourself up from the 2 straight leg. Arms are down. And just stand and feel that sun energy. You're full of it. You've generated your own personal sunshine. So that's so great. Inhale, exhale. Take your 2 feet shoulder width apart. You're going to lift your arms up once more. Feel that two-way stretch. Your hands up to the sky. Your your soles of your feet into the ground. Let's do the swaying palm tree. So breathe here. Breathing in and out. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. Swaying palm tree. No matter what life throws at us, it's fine. We'll go with the flow. We won't snap. We'll just let it all wash over us. There's a wonderful analogy in one of these old yoga books that I read about a little weed in a forest and a great big oak tree. And the oak tree shows off to the little weed. Take your legs really out while I tell you this thing. And we'll do, if you'd like to, do the full. Going all the way down and coming all the way up. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you come up. Do a few of those and then keep going while I'm telling you this story. And when you've had enough, Kati Chandrasana. So you do your movements and I'll tell you about this little weed that looks at the big oak tree and says, wow, you're so tall and majestic. And the oak tree says, oh yes, I'm the king of the forest. I'm the great royal oak and I'm wonderful and you're a pathetic little weed. Oh dearie me. You shouldn't even be here near me. I'm so posh and so wonderful. And then there's a terrible, terrible storm. And oh, there's thunder and lightning and the poor great big oak tree goes crashing down to the ground and it's struck down. And the little weed just gets flattened, and it just gets all flattened over to one side, and the rain washes over it, and then when the sun comes out again, it just stands up straight. There you go. It's one of those Indian stories. They're amazing. They're full of stories. Great storytellers. So we've done the Kati Chandrasana, we've done the Triaka Tadasana. You should be feeling really, really mobile and really energised. So let's be a tree. So you might want to hold on to some support. You might want to stand with your back at a wall, maybe just coming off the mat. You've done a tree with me thousands of times by now anyway. So do the tree of your own choice. This, with all your roots on the floor, is a perfect tree. It doesn't have to even be a high one. It's your tree. It's perfect as it is. So be where you want to be. Be the tree that you want to be. And just enjoy it. Breathe in, breathe out. And feel that tree energy rising up your leg. Into all the limbs. And when you lift your arms up, they become really stable. Stabilize. Inhale. Exhale. Opening up those branches. Now this next step is purely optional. You do not have to do it. Or it can be modified with the use of a belt. All my yoga belts happen to be locked up in Springhead Community Centre and I can't get in. So I'll pretend I've got a belt. I'm going to take my Vrikshasana knee round to the front. I'm going to bend the standing knee a lot and hook a belt around my foot, if I had one. Well, I haven't. So I'll just grab hold of my foot. If you have a yoga belt to hand, or a dressing gown belt, or a tie, or anything, or maybe you could hold the big toe with 2 fingers, lift up, maybe angle it out to the side, and this is Hasta Panguistasana, which is the hand to the foot. And maybe you can hold that. If you're holding onto a wall, it is a lot easier. You'll find that you can really balance for ages. And then we can swing it out and let go of the stress, the strain, before we straighten ourselves out and do the same thing on the other side. Inhale to prepare. Get yourself set up against the wall if that's where you're going. Holding on to whatever support you want. And strengthen this leg, the one that you just had elevated, well, that's your new tree trunk. So coming into your tree of your choice, however that's going to be. And you plug the sole of that foot into the femur of the standing leg. You really, really lift those arms higher and higher and higher, but make sure that your shoulders stay down. If the palms of the hands will go together without crowding over your face, that will be great. If you can squeeze the elbows straight, drop your shoulders. Feel that solar power in your solar plexus. All of your abs are really quite gripped. Shoulders are down. Your glutes are working. Your standing leg is pushing, she says, falling over, pushing into the ground. It's pushing into the ground and it's pushing against this raised leg. And you are just being a tree. So inhale, exhale, deep breaths. 5 deep breaths. And then it's purely optional. You can stay in the tree, or you can stand in Tadasana, or you can have a go at bringing this knee forwards, bending the bottom leg, See if you can hold on to the big toes or grab your yoga belt and lift. Actually lift to the front first and then wing it outwards. And then we're just going to sink down to the ground and do a counter pose. Because all of that was really, really energizing work. So we're going to do Upavista Konasa, the wide angle forward fold. So I can't get further enough back for you to see that my feet are actually flexed. You see the feet, yeah? Feet are flexed. Maybe if you have a support, you sit on that. It's really, really easier. That really helps. You don't have to go as wide as you can go. You can go to any position. It's just a case of angling your legs out and lifting your body up. Remember at the start when we did those? Well, let's do those again. Gentle lateral side stretches. So we're feeling as though your legs are joined to the ground. The length of the legs against the ground is very, very good to feel grounded. It switches on the Manipura chakra. It opens it out, I should say. And now we're going to take this arm over your head, like we did at the start. Inhale in the centre, exhale. So inhale and exhale. It's an action a bit like the pendulum of a bell, pendulum of a clock, or like the clacker thing inside a bell. It has a name, I don't know what it is. It's got a special name, I don't know what. And then just give yourself an extra lift. Lift up. Turn your palms uppermost and slide with your palm along the floor and see where your hand will get to, so that you are lying down against this leg and you are rotating the chest up to the sky. You're rotating and then bringing your arm back and over. Can you join this hand to that hand at the toe and feel as if you are opening a book and looking through? And try to keep this other leg working and grounded, keeping the quadriceps nice and tight. That foot is flexed. I'm sorry it's off the screen and you can't see it. Breathe in, breathe out. And now can you lift up a bit and rotate your body forward so that you're looking over this leg, and wing your elbows outwards, heading in a downwards direction. Then walking your hands all the way around, going round and round, round and round until you turn, hang on, punch down a bit, turning this arm out and holding on to this foot. And you are rotating this shoulder. Shoulder blades are pinching together. You're almost bringing this arm behind you so that it can come up and over, and you feel like you're opening a book. Two elbows are the pages of a book opening out. Look through, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, and then rotate over so that your hands are on either side of that foot and you are lifting your abdomen over the thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk through the middle. Have a gentle stretch. Inhale, exhale, walking back. And I wonder if you can put your hands to the side and close your legs like a book. You can bang them on the floor. I'm finding this warm weather, I know it's cooler at the moment, cooler than it has been. In general, the warm weather makes the muscles much more pliable. And also, if you do your practice in the evening, you're more stretchy than in the morning. Let's do Janu Shirshasana. We've done the tree, and now Janu Shirshasana is knee to head pose. Janu means your knee, and it's like, it's the same word in French as well, and it's like genuflect. They all come from the same Sanskrit source. So take this sole of this foot and put it against the standing leg, and you've got a tree leg there, Vrikshasana. Just let your body be over the bent knee and lift up, and then you're going to turn all the way round and you're over straight leg. Lift up the opposite leg to the straight leg, reach to the sky, and then hold on the outside of that foot. Inhale, exhale, and feel as though your back is very straight. Your back is straight. Have some inhales and exhales here, deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, and as you begin to melt into the pose, then take your other arm and wrap it so that your hands are crisscrossed around that foot. Or get your yoga belt and harness your foot with your yoga belt and winch yourself in little by little, little by little. And eventually, it says Janu Shirshasana, head to your knee pose, but actually, we don't really want that. What we want is your abdomen to lie along the thigh, and you use your elbows to winch yourself in. So if anything, if your nose did make any contact, it's going to be with the shin. You can do that if you want to at the end. Fold down, deep breaths in and out. And when you put your head down, if you close your eyes, it's called closing the gates of the senses. The senses in yoga, sight, smell, touch, taste and hearing, they're thought to have gates, which are the eyes, ears, nose, mouth and skin. And if you close them down, then you go inside yourself and you're concentrating. This is called dhyana, concentration. Inhale, exhale, peel out of it. And just take your feet together in Dandasana and lift up. Recover. Compare the side you've done with the side you haven't done yet. There should be a marked difference. And then we're going to make a tree with the other leg. So pull it in. You've got your Vrikshasana shape here. You're going to, first of all, you're going to look out with your body. I always think about, you know, the prow of the ship, an old-fashioned galleon. I always feel a bit like that doing this. And so you're over this pointing, like the bow of a ship, your knee. There you are. And then you rotate round and you're over the straight leg. Inhale to prepare as you lift up the opposite arm to the straight leg. And as you exhale, you fold forwards with your abdomen first, leading with your abdomen, and you grab hold of the outside of that foot. Breathe in, breathe out, and see if you can hinge at the elbow outwards, because this makes you use your arm so that you can squash down like that rather than going over in a curled shape. And you're just letting yourself get nearer and nearer and nearer as the hamstring stretches, as the glutes allow it. Inhale and exhale, and when you feel that you want to, if you want to, then wrap the other arm around that foot and hinge. Hinge outwards. The last thing to happen is the head to go down. And funnily enough, on this side, my nose is touching my knee, I don't know. Janu Shirshasana. So see where it takes you. Inhale, exhale, deep breath. closing your eyes if you'd like to, and closing down the senses of sight, going deep into yourself. Feel the peace and quiet that this pose will bring you. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of that leg, peel yourself back up, and slowly bring your legs together, give them a rub, let them recover. I'm going to do a nice counter pose now. So, going to take yourself, I don't know what equipment you've got. I've got a variety of stuff that I hope will be of help for you. If you've got yoga blocks, you could make a pile of them, maybe use 3 yoga blocks underneath your sacrum. And it's like a bridge, but you're going to post yoga blocks. I'll put 2 in to support my sacrum. Then I'm going to put a 3rd one under, see how that is. And I can get 4 blocks under there quite happily, and that is, it's a supported bridge. So that's a really nice way of resting. So maybe you have a yoga brick, and if you've got a yoga brick, you can actually put that in on its high end, and that is, it is more hardcore certainly. And that way you will get up onto the shoulder blades, and that's great. It's a nice one. If you don't have any of that stuff, well, you might not have one of, you might not have one of these at your house either. I don't know, but I've got one of these things, and you could maybe fold over some furniture. That's turned out to be much more stretchy though. If you haven't got anything to hand, don't worry. If you have got nothing around, then just do a bridge. Just do a bridge. That's fine. You can do several bridges. And if you like to be up there for a long time, grab hold of your ankles and use a bit of strength to make your arms into a strong support as you lift those hips higher and higher and higher. Breathe here. This is a wonderful double back bend because you've got a forward flexion of the neck. It's causing a slight chin lock, a Jalandhara Bandha effect. I was talking about Uddiyana Bandha earlier in Down Dog. Lift your pelvis up, and you've got this wonderful back arch going on. So it's 2 for the price of 1. What could be better? If you want, you can clasp your hands and work your hands, work the shoulder blades further and further down to your feet. You can press there. And it's strong, admittedly, but it is wonderful. And then roll down when you've had enough. And you're going to take a rock and a roll from side to side and enjoy the massage on the lower spine. And I am so lucky because it just so happens that I've got that ready. I didn't do it on purpose, but I could just put my legs on there. If I was you, I'd be doing this right now. So if you've got furniture, a chair, or anything that you can lift your legs onto and let go, then that's a perfect place for Shavasana. If you don't have anything, but you would like to move across to a wall and put your legs up the wall, I'll show you. It will be like this. You get close up to the wall, close and close, don't let things tip onto you. And then you swing your legs up, and that's also absolutely bliss. Or failing that, just be in your starfish shape and let go. Now is Shavasana. So maybe you'd like to put some warm layers on because you will cool down. We generated a lot of solar power. And now I'm going to say, let go of the practice. Let it go. Exhale. Let all that energy flow into the ground. Let go of it. Inhale deeply. Loosen your jaw and sigh. Let go. Inhale. Exhale. Letting go of the practice. Letting go completely. Take all of your attention to your breath. Just the inhalation, just the exhalation, just as it is, your own normal breathing. Let it settle. Concentrate on the sensations within the body. The stilling of the muscles, the slowing of the heart. Feeling the strong, strong pull of gravity against the back of your body, the back of your head and the ground. Your neck is long. Your shoulders are dropped into the ground. Heavier and heavier and heavier. Feel the length of your arms on the ground. Feel the heaviness of those limbs. Completely relaxed. Your fingers so gently curled. Your face is completely soft. Eyes are heavy in your head. Your tongue is short. Really loose towards the back of the mouth. Your jaw is utterly unlocked. Feel the weight of your body going down through the floor. The buttocks spreading. Thigh muscles rolling out. The weight of the legs is supported by the calves. The calves are spreading. The heels are very firm in the floor, or the support if they're high. But your toes are free. Feel the cool air on your feet. Feel the cool air moving over your hands, your arms, your throat. Feeling the touch of your clothing. Feeling the earth beneath you. You are completely relaxed. very gently take your awareness to the stillness of your body, the shallowness of the breath, and start to take some more energizing, deeper breaths, breathing in and breathing out much more deeply now. Have some lovely deep breaths and wriggle your fingers, turn your wrists, and start to wake your body up in a gentle, organic way. Take as long as you need. Bring your legs down from that support and hug them into your body nice and tight. Roll over to your favourite side for a good few breaths. Taking your time before you re-energise yourself and come up to a seated position. Your hands at your heart centre. And thank your body and your mind. And just be grateful that you can do your yoga with great love and respect. Honour your heart, your inner teacher. And from me and from Mogo, namaste.